Okay guys, so in this video I want us to discuss the question paper which was a pre-examination which was written last year in a province of Eastern Cape. It doesn't matter whether you're in Limpopo, Gauteng, Eastern Cape or Western Cape or whatever province guys. This question paper is going to be very important, as I'm going to guide you guys on how you should treat a question and what kind of a trick that you have to be careful of, especially when it comes to marks allocation, and as well as how you should manage your time. Okay, so examination of economics paper 1, you're going to write out of 150 is gonna be 2 hours. Okay, then the first part, let's discuss about the instruction. As you know guys, section A is going to be a multiple choice, one word, true or false, or any question guys that is going to be like multiple choice. Okay, let's just put it in that way. Is going to be a compulsory under section A. Okay, then section B, answer any 2 of 3 questions. So they're going to give you 3 questions and you have to make sure that you choose 2 best questions that you are going to pick. So I'm going to show you how you should choose a question guys. You have to be careful of this. So the other video we are also going to do a section C. So for this video I'm just going to show you only section B. Okay, and let's ignore a section A. All right, so the other instruction you can just go through it, and you also have to make sure that you go through it when you write your examination. Okay, let's go to section B. There it is. Okay, so remember they're going to give you question 2, 3 and 4, and you have to make sure that you only choose 2 guys. You don't write all of them because they're going to mark the first 2, which means that the other 3, the third one, you will be wasting your time to write an essay. Okay, so if you check question 2, it was under macroeconomics. Okay, so 2.1 they said name any 2 feature of the fiscal policy. Okay, I'm just gonna show you the memorandum guys and how you should answer them. Okay, but the important thing that I want you guys to learn in this video is that how you should choose the question. Just because you know 2 types of fiscal policy guys, it doesn't mean that it's a must for you to write this question, because you can find that the following question you don't know anything, which means that don't go for this question. Make sure that you check everything first. Don't just check the first question, because at the end of the day you're going to stuck and you crash that question and time is going to be moving very fast. Okay, then again, this is the last part of that other question. You have to make sure that you choose the last 2 guys. It has 8 marks, 8 marks. So you have to come here and check if these 2 questions you will be able to answer them, because they hold a lot of marks. Don't just go for a question just because you know the other 1 marks that you saw there, or you know the other 2 marks that you saw. Okay, question 3, you can see here, name any 2 service which regarded as a social indicator. Is only 2 marks. When they said 2 times 1, simply means that it's 1 marks for 1 point. Okay, when they said 1 times 2, simple means that you're going to write 1 point and you get what? 2 marks. You have to be careful of that, and you have to know that, because you are going to write a lot of point and waste your time. Okay, you also have to make sure that you read this scenario. Okay, let's just wrap up and go to the last 2 part. As you can see, last 2 part here is 8 marks, 8 marks guys. Please check here first if you can manage to write this question. If you can manage to get this 8 guys, it's already 16, which means that you can go for this question and try another questions. Okay, question 4, you can see here, is under macroeconomy combined with economy pursuit. Okay, economy pursuit is what you did on the term 3, third term. Okay, this is the questions, and you have to make sure that you check the last 8. 8 marks, 8 marks. The last two that have 8 marks, 8 marks. Okay. As you can see, the other one discuss the mass production efficiency as effect of international trade. 8 marks, which means that in this question, we are expecting you to lay down at least 4 point. Okay, it's gonna be 2 2. I'm just going to show you the memorandum, guys, how you should answer this. Explain the challenge of implementing the policy of protection. 4 times 2 obviously is 4 point, which each you are going to get 2 marks. Okay, now let's go and check memorandum and discuss. Now let's discuss a memorandum for section B. Okay, as you can see here, the question 2, they were saying that name any two future of fiscal policy. Okay, is goal bond, demand based, and secular fiscal policy. So apart from fiscal policy, guys, you also have to know that we have a monetary policy, which means that when you read this question, you also have to make sure that you visit monetary policy future, so that at least if they can change and they say the monetary instead of physical, you will be able to answer this question. Okay, how would a positive multiplier effect influence in the economy? Okay, it can be influenced by economy by firms increasing production and selling more goods. Okay, if we want a multiplier to be more positive, which means that the companies must produce many goods and sell many goods. Having some firm hiring more workers to meet higher demand as output increase. Yes, if a company, guys, employ many workers, which means that many production is going to go on into a business because of many workers. Okay, then the other one, providing income to household, which increase spending. Yes, if a government, guys, is providing more income, if the companies is paying employees many cash, simply means that they are going to spend many money, which means that our multiplier will go up. Okay, contributing to an increase in an economic growth. They said they are looking for only 1 times 2, which means that but however, guys, when you study, please make sure that you study as many points as possible, because you don't know which one are they going to set on the question paper that you're going to write. So just read as many as possible. Okay, which letter represent import from the above data? Okay, we can just skip this one. However, guys, what you can do, you can just go and check the scenario on the previous paper that I was reading, then you can also screenshot these answers so that you will be able to read. So what I'm doing here, I'm just going to give you a brief on how you should answer the question and how you should expect the marks allocation, as well as how are they going to mark your papers. Okay, so other question, which international institution can help contribute with fund to correct fundamental deficit? Okay, is International Monetary Fund. You have to go through this. Briefly describe the term of balance of payment, or this is the definition. It doesn't mean that you have to write what has been written here as it is. You can write on your own word, guys. Please write on your own words. Okay, as long as it has a meaning, because guys, you can't cram all the definition. There are so many work that you're going to do. Okay, explain the relationship between exchange rate of the country and the current account. As you can see here, guys, is 2 point per each. So please, guys, I know that no one love to write a long sentence. Everyone want to read a short sentence. Be careful about that, guys, because instead of 2 marks, they're going to give you 1 if you write a short sentence. If you just say an overvalued exchange rate means that the country export will relatively expensive, and you keep quiet, it's possible that someone who is marking is very strict. Simply means that you're going to get 1 marks only. So please, let's try to write a full sentence as much as possible. Okay, why it is important to analyze countries' balance of payment? This is the answer that you can screenshot from this video as well. Okay, then we go on, name any one method of calculating GDP. Okay, is production, expenditure, and income. I think this one everyone know it. Okay, what is taken into account on the product when converting the basic price to market price? Okay, is taxes and subsidy. Okay, but they are looking for only 1 marks. Okay, now let's check those questions, guys, that they hold 8 marks because they are very important. Okay, let me not just go fast. Okay, you can just screenshot here so that you can read on your own. Okay, now let's move on. You can see they were also looking for a graph here, a lava curve. A lava curve graph, guys, it doesn't change. This one, please make sure that you get it. And as you can see, there is a marks on the left side of writing tax revenue. Don't just draw a graph without writing tax revenue because you are going to lose that mark. Okay, then there is a question that have 8 marks, 4 times 2, as if effect of tax increase on the state revenue. Okay, then as a tax rate increase, tax revenue increase. Yes, if the government is collecting a higher rate of tax, they're going to increase what? Tax revenue. If they were collecting 10%, now they are collecting 20%. Obviously, they're going to collect more money now. Okay, so when the curve peak at the tax rate T, the tax to government maximize. Okay, at a tax, okay, as you can see, guys, here they provide only 3 points on the memorandum, but it doesn't mean that you have to read only 3, guys. These people, they know that you are not going to write this point as it is, but you have to make sure that you go on your textbook and find more answers so that you can be able to write 4 point. Okay, that's why they said accept any other correct relevant response. Simple means that they are not saying that this 3 point they are the only one that you can write. Okay, and this one, even this one is 8 marks. Okay, they said any 4 times 2, but if you check here is how many point? 1 2 3 4 5 6. Market benefit the economy, and they give us as much answers as possible. Okay, which means that you have to pick 4 there. Then now let's go to question 3. Okay, I'm not gonna read everything, guys. I'm just gonna guide you on the things that you have to be careful of. Okay, then question 3.1. okay, on each question from section B, you have to know that the first 2 question is gonna be 2 marks. So which means that don't write more than a 3 point, just write 2, then you go ahead. Because of time, guys, it's because of time. Okay, then the 3.2.1, there is a answers, you can just screenshot. Then let's move, and the other one you can just screenshot, is 2 marks, which means that they were looking for only 1 point. Okay, then the other one, and there it is. Okay, explain the importance of industry development in South Africa. You can just screenshot, guys, and read. Okay, so I'm going to do another video which I'm going to explain the possibility of essays that are possible when you write paper 1. Okay, I'm just gonna do another video. Please make sure that you check on the playlist of economics grade 12 so that you can check another videos, as well as for paper 2. When you write paper 2, you can just come here and check. Okay, so I think this one is the last one. Okay, the last one here, there it is. Okay, so 4.3.5 any 2 times 4. Okay, I think there was the last one which is 8 marks. Okay, 4.4 and 4.5 is 8 marks. Okay, which means that you have to just pick any 2 point up and 2 point down, and the other one you just have to write 4 point, then you will be done. Okay, then section C we're gonna discuss it on the next video.